It's no secret to most students on the campus of Waynesburg University that one of the most close-knit groups on campus is the men's basketball team. One of the main reasons why it possesses that trait because of the mentality of friendship and family through 4 juniors on the roster. The Final Four. That's what a group of juniors on the men's basketball team has become known by. The main reason why? They're the only 4 original players left from the recruiting class of 2016.
8 or 9 guys came in with us our freshman year, and it got cut to 6 before first practice, and then as the season went on, a couple guys left, and we were the last 4 standing. And I think it was the middle of the year, January of our freshman year, or right after season. I think it was a GM, and we were all in one, and we had no name for it, so it just said Sam, Cam, Frank, and Shane. And I don't know who it was, but someone just put Final Four in it. So I think that's when we kind of started just saying the Final Four. And it's a joke, but people on campus mess it up, and they say they're the core 4, or those 4 over there. No, we're the Final Four. That's what we are, and that's who we're going to be until we're out of here. And then when we graduate, they can call us that too. But that's kind of how it started. So I think just everybody left, and we were the last 4 standing, and it's kind of just something that bonded us together. And it's something that I think it's important to us, even though it's a joke to other people.
Despite losing a lot of players from that class, it isn't a challenge that head coach Mark Kirshner hasn't faced before.
We've had it in my 9th year. We've had it a little bit of both. Our first 2 recruiting classes really stayed. They made the commitment to stay. So we had a senior day of 7, and the next year we had a senior day of 6. And then the last few senior days, and for a variety of reasons, have been 2, 3, 1. And, there are times where you might recruit 3 guys, but then 3 guys kind of show up, and so you end up with a class of 6. Depends on how you do the math a little bit, to be honest.
All 4 guys have made a contribution over the last 3 years to the team, and all play their own separate roles on the squad. The first guy is Cam Auld, a wing from North Huntington, Pennsylvania, and attended Norwood High School east of Pittsburgh.
Second half, or first half, I should say. Heater to Auld with a 3 ball. Down! Cam Auld with an offensive strike.
He's a guy that, comes in and works every day. And like I said, he's just all for the team. Anything that needs to happen, he'll push for that.
I think Cam's a guy that every coach in America would want on their team, just the type of attitude that he brings and the approach. Kind of came into a starting spot towards the end of the year, and again, he just puts his shoes on, comes to work, and does whatever he's asked, and he's a great kid.
The second man is also a Pittsburgh kid, and Frank Bozovic. Frank is from Monroeville, Pennsylvania, and was a Gator at Gateway High School.
Handles, finds Bozovic, gets in front, and scores.
On the court, he's one of them guys, when I look for the practice schedule every day, I'm looking for his name first because I want him on my team, and I just know, if he's on my team, I'm getting that ball that day. So that always works out, and just, really his scoring, too, really went underappreciated this year. Just his 15-foot pull-up game just super strong. So, thanks, man. Yeah, so
he can play, and he can make plays. And he, as a sophomore, made multiple game-winning plays for us. And, as a junior, I think probably wasn't a year that we hoped for him, and he hoped for himself in a lot of ways, but I thought he really ended well, and that is important moving into this year, too.
The third man up is guard Sam Heater. Sam is from New Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, and attended Red Bank Valley High School.
Rebound for the Jackets. Heater moves in, drives it, gets it to go. Sam Heater, his first points.
It never fails to make me laugh in practice because he'll always talk trash with me on the court, and I'll get serious about it back. But he'll just keep laughing about it, and then he'll make me end up laughing. So he can always calm me down and get me giggling and laughing.
He's a guy that has earned kind of everything that he's done, and I think those are the types of people we want around our program. And not to speak for Mark, but I think he comes from a good family, and his foundation of basketball from the early levels and skill level, I think it will hopefully provide a leap year for him to kind of take a jump.
Last but not least is Shane Johnson. Shane is from Shadyside, Ohio, and was a Tiger under head coach Ed Andes.
Has the ball for Waynesburg, and now looks for Matt Kopech. Eventually finds him. Now back to Johnson. 3 ball. Yes!
When the first shot goes in, the next 5 probably are too, because he's just he gets hot and he stays in this zone. It's kind of weird because like I don't want to guard him when I play open gym because they'll probably give me buckets. But like I said, he just gets hot and he'll stay hot. And I don't think people appreciate how much he can score and how good he is at scoring.
I think he's somebody that can score it, given the opportunity, and he's one that really hunts for shots and for his offense as well. So that's kind of what he brings.
With all 4 guys heading into their final season, all of them have one goal in their mind.
It'll be an exciting year, and I know we'll be really gunning for that PAC championship since it's our last year.
For the Waynesburg Way, I'm Zach Schnegg.